Hello dear students, today we are going to know a very beautiful poem and the name of this poem is A Thing of Beauty. This is also included in your term second syllabus and this is for 12th class. You are all are aware related to this. Dear student, today we are going to discuss some of the important points on which points this poem is based. So what are those important points? Let's get continue this video. A Thing of Beauty and it's written by John Keats. Dear student, basically this poem is based on the Greek mythology and in that according to that mythology there is a creature, there is a character named Endymion and Endymion is a young shepherd and on the basis of this we can say that shepherd one day finds a moon goddess named Cynthia to resolve their vision to find out the beauty. The youth of Greek, the youth of Rome generally goes to the forest and the depth of the sea. So this is a Greek mythology and in this poem we will also talk about the beauty and the beautiful things. So generally we can say the basic theme of this poem is also written here. You can look. The happiness that a beautiful object provides never fades into nothingness, but multiples manifolds whenever it returns to our minds. A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. Here we can say in our own language that a thing of beauty is never ends, and even meanwhile, according to time, its beauty always increases. It always presents pleasures to one's eyes who are seeing the beautiful things. It moves away the covering of the negative things on our life. What are the beautiful things and what are the things that generally represent depression, sorrow, mournfulness, sad, lamentation, डिसअपॉइंटनेस? वो चीज़ें कौन सी हैं जो जनरली नेगेटिविटी को रिप्रेजेंट करती हैं और वो चीज़ें कौन सी हैं जो जनरली ब्यूटी को रिप्रेजेंट करती हैं? All these things are mentioned in this poem and this is the very lovely questions of the examiner. They generally ask in your examinations ke according to this poem what are the beautiful things those are mentioned in this poem. So dear student, ये बात हमसे पूछी भी जाती है कि वो सुंदर चीजें कौन सी हैं जो इस पोएम में मेंशन की गई हैं. So let's look over all these things. Here these things are mentioned as compared on the basis of this poem. These things are sun, moon, deep forest, sheep grazing in open pasture, daffodils, rivulets and musk roses. And here tombs built to honor heroes and legends tales from classical scriptures. These things generally represent the beauty. And here we can look, dear student, things that causes pain, sorrow means these things are the representation. These things are the representation of sorrow, disappointment, lamentation, mournfulness. So what are these things? These things are like ill health, gloomy days, depression, lack of goodness in human beings, in sad moments. Things of beauty come to our rescue, remove the gloom from our life. So dear student, and there is some kind of poetic devices also. So here we will talk imagery. So in this poem, flowery bands represent imaginations of the poet. Here shady moon, clear hills. Shady moon here refer to the students के एक छायादार आशीर्वाद. तो जनरली इट इज इन द फैंसीज ऑफ पोएट. ये अब आशीर्वाद की छाया होना एक लिटरली पॉसिबल नहीं है बट इट कैन बी हैपन, इट कैन बी पॉसिबल. नेक्स्ट है डैफोडिल्स इन ग्रीन वर्ल्ड, ग्रैंडर्स ऑफ डूम, कूलिंग कवर्ड एंड एंडलेस फाउंटेन्स ऑफ एटर्नल ड्रिंक. हियर रेफर टू द दोज माइटी हीरोज, दोज लीजेंड्स who generally work for the social welfare, the men and women who led their life in well-being of the society, and their tales we generally hear, we tells to our children and they get inspired from them. So these things are like an eternal drink according to the poet that generally comes from the heaven's brink. Dear student, here we can also look over that in this poem A Thing of Beauty by John Keats there are some of the poetic devices as we have already discussed imagery. So now let's discuss about the metaphoric expression those are used in this poem. So first of all these things are used in this poem and I am talking on the basis of that. So there is a term bower quiet and generally here it refers to a quite shady part in the garden. And again next we can say sweet dreams, generally it refers to the happy dreams or the sweet vision. Third, here is a wraithing a flowery band and that means connecting to nature. In fourth points, pall, that means a covering like a shroud. Fifth, endless fountains of immortal drinks and it refers, dear students, to the deed of a great men and women that have made them a source of inspiration for people of all times. And all the list of the beautiful things is metaphors and the symbol of nature in this poem. So I hope, dear student, these poetic device generally you got. Here we can also look over that there is a poetic device that is called alliteration. And actually, dear student, what is alliteration? Alliteration is that we can say when there is a consonant sound repeated in a single line two or more time in the very first letter of each word. So there we can say there is a poetic device that is called alliteration. So here you can look at the example noble natures, cooling covert and band to bend. These are the most suitable examples of the alliteration.